Hello, let's make a painting. I'm still working on a long videos intro. I'm not sure. The short ones is pretty hilarious, but the long ones, I'm still working on that. We're gonna put water all over the place. And let's see. Bigger brush, take some orange and middle. Maybe some green on the foreground. And as always, at this point I'm searching, see what's going on. I'm just gonna paint the whole thing. Very lightly, not too much pigment. Maybe some blue. Maybe it's a water scene. We will see what's gonna happen. I know I'm gonna put more blue on the foreground. Exactly not sure what this painting wanna be, so I'm just gonna keep searching for that. I'm gonna play with the blue until something come up. Very cautious right now because I have no idea. Maybe a little bit on the right side so we can have some kind of path in the middle. Yeah, the white spots, and it's kind of dry, the middle portion of the paper. So I'm going to keep it that way so we can have some kind of flickering effect. Let's see. I'm going to take some brownish from tube directly. Or maybe some black. Let's try with the black first and see how that's going to work out. No, that's too watery. I'll take more black. Yeah, that's better. The reason I took a black paint is because I wanted to have a nice contrast between the yellow-orange portion on the left side of the horizon. And this black is gonna push that color in front of everything. So, and it's gonna be, I feel like some kind of a blue is gonna look very nice on the top, because we have a blue kind of water. And yeah, black and blue is gonna work pretty good on in the sky. And I'm gonna try to mimic some kind of a clouds, but nothing too much. I don't want to be too specific. Just emphasize a little bit more. Let's see. Still not, I still don't see it that clearly. Let's take some of this. I feel like it's gotta be more contrast in the horizon. So we can really pushing the midground in front of the background. That's how I feel about that. I will take more water and try to solve down some of the clouds so we can have a nice solid blue block for the sky. Let's remove the paint. It's a tough one. Doesn't know what you want to be. Let's take black gouache and emphasize that. So it's more of a solid color in the middle. So we have a busy sky, busy midground and foreground, but then we're gonna have something calm down in the middle. Which one's gonna be black and blue? Let's see what's gonna happen. Or maybe I should put that in the foreground, like a paddles of water. That's gonna help communicate with the sky. All right, so it's some kind of cloudy, maybe before storm, and then we have some kind of, the tree just start moving, so we can have a dark paddles over there. You can really see where it's deep. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a landscape before, a seascape before a storm. Start moving around. And we still have some of the sun going through the clouds on the bottom, on the horizon on the left side with that orange. So I'm gonna take some this multiple brush and just try to blend some of the stuff from the sky. Or, there we go. Or maybe, let me try something. Let me try to grow up some trees. Let me see if this trees is gonna work out. I'm gonna take the palette knife and just try. I wanna be very cautious here. I don't wanna like push it too hard because I'm not sure I wanna be seascape or maybe a landscape. So we can have some kind of water in a. It's gonna be stormy, that's for sure. But it's the tree. I like the trees. You know what? We'll change it. It's. I think it's finally the painting decide what it should wanna be. So we're gonna grow up some trees in the middle, and this hills on the back. And simply just take the palette knife and push it around so we can, as more we pushing up, actually we scrap some of the paint and we can have a light side, which is gonna come from left side of the painting because that's where is the hill, the yellow hill. And I'm just gonna put some texture on the foreground so it doesn't look like a water that much. Yeah, let's look like a landscape. Let's go with a landscape. I guess the foreground is kind of watery, but not that much. And we have the yellow hill on the back. It's still stormy. It's still very moody, but it's going to be a landscape. I'm going to remove some of the paint with a clear brush. Try to emphasize a little bit more on the trees. I'm 100% sure now it's going to be a landscape. So let's dive into the trees. Remove some of the paint and making details. It's like a pine trees. That must be somewhere in the north. That's how it's looked like. And it's got like a bunch of trees on the foreground, but then you have the forest on the back, which was blending with the sky because it's looked like early morning too. Because you have like the yellow hill, but then on the cloud on the right side, you don't have any light coming through. So it must be in the morning. And it's before storm. Or maybe it's before storm. And we have some kind of water on the foreground. Some reflections on the midground and the foreground too. By removing some of the paint with a clear brush. Take the palette knife, try to make some perspective lines. And there we go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.